We've all heard about Hurricane Maria and her devastation on Puerto Rico, but I bet you didn't know that it was wreaking havoc on hospitals in America. Baxter, an IV solution company, has a manufacturing facility that makes mini bags. Mini bag. This manufacturing facility has been affected by the hurricane. I work in a hospital and I'm working very hard against the battle of getting the product in so that patients can have the meds they need for their stay in the hospital. What does this mean to us? It means hospitals everywhere are searching for the same product. This is kind of a scary thing. Um, Pharmacies need to have these bags so that they can mix up their meds for each patient. If everybody's going after the same products, then we're going to eventually run out. I want to tell you about the shortages that America is feeling in the medical industry right now because of Hurricane Maria. By explaining the IV shortage that will affect patients coming into a hospital in the near future, I hope to show people who didn't think they were affected by this hurricane that they most certainly could be. Nobody thinks about IV solutions. Not really unless you're hooked up to one. Baxter Inc. produces a product called an IV mini bag. Another example of a mini bag. These are expired mini bags also, so nobody is without product while I do this presentation. I'm sure you've all seen one of these little bags hanging from an IV pole, either from a visit to a hospital or even on TV. These are used to mix the pharmaceuticals for each individual patient, according to the doctor's orders. But of course, where do they make these mini bags? But Puerto Rico. Baxter's facility in Puerto Rico was affected by the hurricane. With the facility going down, it put strains on the American supply. According to an article in the Washington Post on October 11th by Lori McGinley called Hospitals Scramble to Avert Saline Shortages in the Wake of Puerto Rico Disaster, the company has set up an allocation system for hospitals based on past purchases. What does that mean for hospitals in America? Orders are only being filled if you have past history, and then you're only being given so much. Not every hospital will get the same chance at the products. The more you ordered in the past, the more likely your chances that you'll get the product. Even where I'm employed, this allocation will not cover us for the amount of time that we're being told the company is going to be down for. It's not only IV solutions that are being affected. According to Katie Thomas's article in the New York Times on October 23rd, titled U.S. Hospitals Wrestle with Shortages of Drug Supplies Made in Puerto Rico, companies like Medtronic and Stryker surgical devices are shipping reduced quantities. You may ask yourself, what does that mean for us? This means that it's going to be harder to get the medications that people need when they need them. It's also going to be harder for orthopedic surgeries to happen if we're not able to get those products in for the procedures. By not being able to fill orders, these companies are putting a cramp on hospitals everywhere. Hospitals are scrambling to get medications they need to serve their patients. Even medications like Lipitor are made in Puerto Rico. According to CBS News on October 25th, in their report, IV bags in short supply after Hurricane Maria disrupted production in Puerto Rico, patient care has not been compromised so far, but it's unclear how long that can last given the strain on the system. So as you can see, anyone can be affected by this hurricane. I hope I have been able to show a few of you out there that don't think they're affected by the hurricane, that you very well could be affected. If not now, sometime in the future. I hope that some of you see how crucial this could become if these companies aren't restored quickly. To those people who don't think that we should help Puerto Rico, think about your own cousin or your grandma. Don't even think of a child that might have to go have a procedure done in the near future or go to the ER. Would you want them to get the meds they need to get through it? I encourage you all to give to the relief efforts in Puerto Rico, if not because you are simply a good person, but because it could have a real effect on one of your family members or a loved one.